Well, good morning. As I'm just wrapping up my morning routine, as you can see me walking a little bit here, one of the things I wanted to talk about in this topic that I have is called the white knuckle approach to life. And the idea of the white knuckle approach really comes into play, especially during times of wanting to change, making significant change, New Year's resolutions, etc. Now, here's what I mean by a white knuckle approach. We have this ideology that we come into this world of wanting to do things to change for the better, which makes perfect sense. But the challenge is that when we go about making the change, if we don't have strong enough reasons why we're making the change, we end up using what I call a white knuckle approach, which means we force change to happen. And once we learn how to force change to happen, it ends up causing more damage than good. It causes more pain than pleasure. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say, for instance, that you are going through a situation where you are working out at the gym and your New Year's resolution is to lose 10 pounds in 6 months or a year or whatever the case may be. You go through the process, and then as you're going through the process, you are realizing that you're forcing yourself, as the weeks continue to go forward, you're forcing yourself to do something that A, you're not ready for, B, you don't have strong enough reasons for, and C, you're ultimately not committed to do. And once that gets into your mindset and in your belief system, you end up forcing yourself doing things that you don't really want to do. And then that just carries over into resentment, bitterness, anger, frustration, excuses, and all the things that make up the opportunity for you to find ways how to talk yourself out of staying focused on your dreams, goals, or aspirations. So this is why it's so important and crucial for all of us to learn how to flow with life and doing things that we have strong enough reasons to do. We understand why we're doing it, and we're going to commit to doing it. This is the goal, and this is the approach that we must have, especially now more than ever, because we can easily be distracted from our own personal goals when we get infected by what the world tells us to do, or recommendations by the world, or what the latest trends are, or all the things that we see in magazines to try to inspire us to do what they're doing, but not realizing that we should be running our own race at our own pace, knowing that we are an individual first. We are not the same. We don't come from the same mold as everybody else. So take the time to understand what it truly means the white knuckle approach is. And know that if you catch yourself using that approach, you have to stop that approach, because it will only harm you than help you grow. Understand the value of this message. Understand the value of the white knuckle approach. See if you're doing it, and make a change in moving forward by just being yourself and having strong enough reasons to do what you do. Have yourselves an awesome day. I've got to get back to my routine, and we'll talk later.